Killers of the Flower Moon was great. I planned on watching it, but didn't get time because it's like a 3-hour movie, and I couldn't find a chunk of time to go see it yet. Because that's an investment. The movie's like 3 hours, but like the whole thing is like at least 4.5. Getting to the theater, 22 minutes of preview, or 21 minutes of previews on average, then the movie, then driving home. I mean, that's a whole afternoon commitment. Yeah, no, I pulled this up because I was going to talk about it. It's just a fucking awful situation. Basically, here. An ex-Marine who also happened to be the manager of the GameStop shot and killed the guy who stole, like, what was it? I think it was like less than $500 worth of Pokemon cards. Oh, yeah, here. He was working at the video game retailer store in Fort Lauderdale when a man grabbed 5 boxes of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet trading cards. Guerrero pulled a handgun from his waistband, fired one shot, hitting the man in the side. Shoplifter dropped the cards and ran outside to a waiting pickup truck where a woman called the police and he died in the hospital. Dying for Pokemon cards is like the worst way of going out. So I don't think it's the first time it's happened either. Didn't we have the same, not the same situation, a similar situation at Target? Remember when people were getting trampled for Pokemon cards? And I think someone got shot in a Target parking lot over a Pokemon card dispute. Let me double check. This isn't rare. Pokemon shit brings the demon out of you. Man sues Target after Pokemon card theft leads to fatal police shooting. Okay, I got some wires crossed in there, but Pokemon cards were involved in another shooting. Just this time it was with police at Target. Also in Florida. Man, Jesus Christ, Florida. Come on. Get it together. Lock it in. This was in August of 22 or April of 2022, so a little over a year ago. Pathetic way to die and pathetic excuse to kill. I mean, there's no winners in this story. Like, as like the owner or the manager or whatever, I get your livelihood is very, very much at stake when someone comes in and like steals a bunch of shit. It's just, I don't think he meant to kill him, but he ended up killing him over fucking Pokemon cards. It's rough. Not even supposed to stop thefts, which I think is dumb. I think that's a stupid policy. I get why it's there, to prevent something like this, but even still, shit gets crazy. You see that Chris Chan returned? Yeah. Chris Chan's back. Oompa's video is good on it. What, with Chris Chan? I haven't actually seen the Chris Chan return. I saw clips floating around on Twitter, but I didn't watch them. I just know the streets aren't safe anymore. Muda also has a good video on the new Chris Chan lore. Does he? I didn't see that go up either. Jesus. I missed a lot. I still can't believe Chris Chan got out of it. Oh, it's definitely not fake. I know for sure Chris Chan is back. Did you attend Stoneman Willie's funeral while you were in Pennsylvania? What? Did I attend Stoneman Willie's funeral? I can't say I was invited. I'm unfamiliar with Stoneman Willie. Stoneman Willie, the 128-year-old Pennsylvania Army veteran, getting a funeral this weekend. No, I didn't go to this. Maybe we should have to pay our respects, though. Man who was accidentally mummified 128 years ago is getting a funeral. I dreadfully misread that headline the first time around.
our tailgate is
God damn it.
a lot of family getting together.
Using the internet without an ad block is the most frustrating experience in the world, but now every single news site doesn't even give you any of the stories without ad block off. It's disgusting.
A 128-year-old mummified man is finally going to get a funeral in Pennsylvania, Reuters reports. A petty thief, now known to locals as Stoneman Willie, died from kidney failure back in 1895. Then, a mortician accidentally mummified him.
Ah, rough.
Oddly enough,
Does it matter though?
the
That doesn't.
chemical
He's already
concoction
dead.
that he had used, not knowing the balance of fluids and chemicals that we know today, Willie began to mummify within weeks.
The mummy has been on display at the funeral home ever since.
That's
and a
pretty cool,
hearse
I guess.
carried Willie's casket in a recent parade.
I mean, what more could you ask for from the afterlife? You know Stone Man's smiling.
Within the greater community, he has just become such an icon.
My parents and grandparents, they have memories of coming into town and visiting Stoneman Willie.
When I was a kid
Why?
growing up, he was a sideshow freak that people craved to go see. I saw Stoneman Willie.
It's just a mummified guy.
Now, the funeral home says it's discovered his identity and will reveal his name on his tombstone.
We're not writers,
God damn it.
but we help you shape your financial...
Wish I had gone to the funeral. No worries at all, Dragonfly. Have a good, safe night. Being iconic for dying. Yeah. I mean, he's looking down on us from above. He sees it. Yeah, we talked about the woman who had her giraffe feces seized in an airport. That was a while ago. That was like 2 weeks ago. Just got here. Do you catch any of the Big House Melee? Yep, I watched all of it on my phone. No, I don't think so, Shanty. I think making his own movie is far more fulfilling. You see the story about how a ton of families in Colorado possibly got fake ashes after decaying corpses were found in a funeral home. I've never really thought about that, but that's probably like the easiest scam to pull off. Like, you're never gonna know if the ashes you get are your loved one. That's probably gonna open a whole can of worms. Like, there's no identifying features to ashes. There was a huge story like that down south many years ago. Taste? No way you can identify your loved one via taste. They found like 159 decaying bodies, and people were assuming he might have been selling organs from the cadavers. Oh, so this is like a big deal. Man had a whole ring. And no, I haven't seen the new Rurouni Kenshin anime. Thanks, Eggroll.